Okay, so one time we were doing an assignment based on where we came from and like who our parents are and what our history is like in our lives. And one of my students said that the way that her and her parents got together was that her mom was a stalker. And I was like, "Are you sure?" She goes, "Yes, my mom followed my dad everywhere that he went, and he just finally gave in and they started dating." So she says that's how they met and hooked up.
Okay, so some of the funniest things that happened in the library involve the rolly chairs. Y'all love to play on them, and teachers and students have all fallen off. Last year we had a student who fell back and just kind of like laid there like a dead bug, and he yelled out, "Miss Stanley, I'm never gonna recover from this embarrassment." And so that's kind of what we say every time anybody falls out of the rolly chairs, which happens a lot.
So all the 8th graders are obsessed with LeBron James. So I was trying to make math relatable to them by explaining how LeBron James is so successful using his statistics. Well, of course, everyone wanted to disagree with me and just say, LeBron James is LeBron James because of who he is. Well, March Madness comes along, so they're talking more about basketball. And one of my students was talking about LeBron James's stats, and I told all of my classes point blank, "You just proved my point that math is relatable in basketball."
So a funny thing in my classroom is one of my students has access to a 3D printer, and everyone in my B block is obsessed with LeBron James. So one of my students made this lovely frogtopus here, and the class named him LaFrog James. So this is our B block class mascot, the one, the only, LaFrog James.
Hey, I'm Mr. Hood, and something funny that always happens to me is my students will always ask me, since my name is Mr. Hood, "Are you from the hood?" And I always reply to them, "How do you think I got my name?"
One confession that I have is my first week here at Journey Middle School as a new teacher was walking down the hallway, trying to find my way through and learn the school, and Mr. Smith goes, "Hey, where's your hall pass? Where are you supposed to be at?" And I said, I'm a teacher. And he goes, "Oh, you can't do that. I can't look like this." So in conclusion, I blend in with you children.
Top 5 mispronunciations of my name. All right. Michigan. Michigan. I don't know if Miss Jenkins are paying you for that or what, but it's not Michigan. Magellan. Historically relevant, but not the same guy. I'll give you a redo on this one. Mulligan. Close. So close. I gotta think about how to say this one actually. McGalligan? I don't know what. Like, are you a retro 80s guy with Galaga or something? But McGalligan. No. This one stresses me out. McGilligilligan. I think I put too many in there. I don't know. And I don't know if this is how you actually spell it, but that's rough. Thank you, Ava Peavy.
What is another one?
You should expose
I get. What's the other one? Oh, New York! New York! Well, one day, a student said that I dress like I'm from New York, or I have like New York style, and I thought, oh yay! I take pride in how I dress. Like, I got this fashion game on lock. But another student then says that there's a lot of homeless people in New York. So I guess I dress like a homeless person. I in fact do have a house, so yeah, that's not even legit. But I mean, I look nice. I match. I matched so much that a student said I look like a pineapple one day because I in fact did have pineapple colors. But that's beside the point. You know what? I'm over this. You know, we're done. We're done. Cut the screen.